Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Luckiest Peach podcast. I'm your host, Rachel, the Lucky Peach. It is April. Woo. I think April is like the number one month that I forget exists. I don't know. Um, yeah, it's I guess officially spring cleaning season. Time to take out the trash, and by that I mean don't take shit from anybody. Know your worth, but don't have an ego about it. Be humble, but do know your worth. Uh, yeah, that's it. I'm not going to go into details about why that's a thing that I said. Um, well, I mean, a lot of things regarding taking out the trash have happened to me in my life in the month of April specifically. Like when I think back on it, April seems to be like the month where shit happens, where I kind of get rid of people that I don't need and get rid of things that I don't need, and and start changing my life for the better. It's like the month where I tend to do that the most often. Uh, Not like off of a schedule or anything. I just realized it right now. Like I noticed like the majority of times in my life where I've realized that say I had a friend or one of my exes weren't good for me and that I wasn't happy because of how they were treating me. Historically, I have taken care of those things and gotten rid of that and gotten those people out of my life in April. I don't I don't know, there's probably some astrological explanation for that. I just happen to I guess I don't know, subconsciously spring cleaning does definitely happen for me in April. I did clean up my closet last night, got rid of some shit that I don't wear. Um yeah. So on the physical and personal aspects, make sure you are doing your spring cleaning for the betterment of your own life. Know your worth. Know what's worth having in your life and what brings you joy. Do not keep things or people around who do not bring you joy or who make you feel shitty. That's that. Um, yeah, nothing interesting has happened. Uh, I did. Y'all know in the historically for this podcast that I do not take shit. I do not let myself be treated like shit. Um, because a lot of self growth that I've done because I spent a good 22 years letting myself be treated like shit. Um, Kind of letting myself be abused and not doing anything about it. And I spent like a good couple of years working really hard on that. So you guys know historically, because of November's episodes, that I do not take shit. If you treat me like shit, if you disrespect me, I'm gonna air out that garbage in one way or another. The only reason I aired out that garbage, publicly on the podcast is because it was related to the podcast. Um, but yeah, the only thing interesting that's happened to me since last week's episode is that I had to take a stand for myself because I was being treated unprofessionally in a professional setting. Um, and I may not be union, but I do function on union roles, especially if I'm doing work for free. So that's the only interesting that's happened is I've had to put my foot down and be like, I'm not taking shit because I was being treated unprofessionally. Um, and I know my worth. I know I'm good at what I do. I'm not going to brag about it, but I know I'm good at what I do because I've been told by people that I'm good at what I do. But if you are unprofessional in the way that you treat me in my work, you don't deserve my work. So Anyways, there was my subtweet. Anyways, I'm very tired. I've had a long week this past week. Last night was the first night that I actually got to like sleep without an alarm. Um, but yeah, it's a new month, clean slate. A belated happy birthday to Luis, who has been on a number of Luckiest Peach episodes. His birthday was on April 2nd. I say belated because this episode is releasing on April 5th. But he did choose next week's Call to the Month pick film, which I will be, going over this month's, picks at the end of the episode. So stay tuned for that. But yes, happy birthday, Luis. We love you. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. Literally nothing has happened. I've just been working, like working my actual job, going to school, so working on school stuff, and then working on film sets, which is, my planned career, but as of now, it's not a job, technically, because it's unpaid. Yeah. But that being said, I'm just going to get into it. If you're new here, Streaming Wars, that's what this episode is. I'm sorry, I realized I forgot to say that at the beginning. Welcome to Streaming Wars. If you're new here, Streaming Wars is where I go over everything releasing on Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, as well as in theaters and everything joining the Criterion Collection during the month. Also this month, oh shit, I know I wrote it down. Did I not write it down? Yeah, I did write it down. Okay, I was about to say, I know I didn't forget. So, tomorrow, April 6th, marks 1 year of the Luckiest Peach. So, yeah, in honor of this podcast turning a year old tomorrow, go listen back to episode 1. I actually don't, because I don't remember what episode 1 was like. But also, now I'm thinking about it, it makes a lot of fucking sense that this podcast is in Aries. And Aries, this podcast is in Aries, and that explains everything. Happy Aries season. What else was this? Yeah. I should probably be more excited. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's been a year. I have made one hell of a fucking transformation in the last year. I mean, my hair is longer now than it was when, well, it's close. It's not close to the length that it was when we started, but my hair was like long, and I had a full head of hair then, and I had bangs, and I think I was still wearing glasses. I don't know if I had gotten my contacts yet. I don't know what else happened. Yeah, now I don't have a full head of hair. Half of my head is shaved for androgynous and for comfort reasons. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because it's more comfortable for me to have less hair, as well as it is very gender affirming for me to have the option to have my hair down and make it look more feminine, or put it up and have it look more masculine. Yeah, we've been through a lot of shit in the last year. Damn. But thank you for being here. I've had technically 3 podcasts, actually 2, but technically 3. This is the first one that's lasted this long. So that was fun. One of them only lasted a couple months. The other lasted, I think, maybe 5 or 6 months. No, I want to say like 4 or 5. But this one lasted a whole year. Woo, woo, woo. And that's the perks of living a drama-free life. Your podcast actually lasts a year. I go full circle. Don't take shit from anybody. Start something new. Take out the trash. Start something new. Spring cleaning. Aries season. You know what? Spring cleaning, Aries season. Makes a lot of sense. Adds up. Anyways, enough of me being like, that was me being kind of like technically petty. But I mean, in a sense, the concept of spring cleaning is petty. But anyways, I'm just gonna get into it now because I'm done rambling. But what else is new? Of course, I ramble. So, for the month of April, this is everything releasing in Netflix on April 1st. Netflix original film Apollo 10 and a Half: A Space Age Childhood. Netflix original film Battle Freestyle. Netflix film The Bubble. Netflix family Captain Nova. Netflix comedy Celeb 5 Behind the Curtain. Netflix film Forever Out of My League. Netflix series Get Organized with the Home Edit Season 2. Netflix family The Last Bus. Netflix series Tomorrow. Netflix series Trivia Quest. A Cinderella Story, Abby Hatcher Season 2. Any Given Day, Argo, Blade, Blade 2, Blade Trinity. I'm actually surprised those aren't on Disney Plus yet. The Blind Side, Blow, Bonnie and Clyde from 1967. I believe that is the Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway one. Anyways, Catch and Release, Cocomelon. Wait, is it Warren Beatty or am I thinking of Robert Redford? Old White Men. Let me Google it because now I'm thinking about it. Bonnie and Clyde. Is it Warren? It is Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. I was just like, it's Robert Redford. No, Robert Redford was in The Great Gatsby. Anyways, Cocomelon Season 5, Delta Force. Oh, no, Delta Farce. Not Delta Force, Delta Farce. Eagle Eye, Four Brothers, Full Metal Jacket, Grown Ups, Heartland Season 14, Her, How to Train Your Dragon, Inception, Love Actually, Molly's Game, Monster in Law, New York Minute, The Nut Job, Polly Pocket Season 4, Part 1, Summer of Fun, Puss in Boots, The Rental, The Ring, Rumor Has It, Saving Private Ryan, Sherlock Holmes, The Game of Shadows, Shrek Forever After, Something's Gotta Give, and We the Animals. Fun fact, my very first date in 6th grade was to see Sherlock Holmes in theaters. It was very awkward. We had a what is it called? A third person. I don't know. There was a third person there. I forgot what that's called. I don't remember what that's called. Anyways, on April 4th, Better Call Saul Season 5. April 5th, Ronnie Chang, Speak Easy. April 6th, Netflix film Furiosa. Netflix series Green Mothers Club. Netflix documentary Jimmy Savile, A British Horror Story. Netflix comedy Michael Giraud, The Truth I Swear. Netflix series, new episodes weekly, The Ultimatum, Marry or Move On. That title makes me believe that it's probably a reality show of some sort. April 7th, Queen of the South, Season 5, Netflix documentary Return to Space, and Netflix documentary Senzo, Murder of a Soccer Star. April 8th, Barbie It Takes Two Season 1, Netflix film Dancing on Glass, Netflix series Dirty Lines, Netflix series Elite Season 5, Netflix family Green Eggs and Ham Season 2, Netflix film Metal Lords. How do you make a whole show out of Green Eggs and Ham? What the fuck? Anyways, Netflix anime Tiger and Bunny 2, and Netflix film Yaksha Ruthless Options. Oh no, Ruthless Operations. April 9th, Netflix series My Liberation Notes, Netflix series Our Blues, April 10th, The Call and Nightcrawler. April 12th, Netflix series Hard Cell and Netflix family The Creature Cases. April 13th, Netflix series Almost Happy Season 2, Netflix documentary Our Great National Parks, Netflix series Smother-in-Law, Netflix film Today We Fixed the World, and new episodes of The Ultimatum. April 14th, new episode. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. April 14th, Netflix anime Ultraman Season 2. April 15th, Netflix series Anatomy of a Scandal. Netflix film Choose or Die. Netflix series Heirs to the Land. Netflix series My. One Piece Film Z. And Strawberry Shortcake Berry in the Big City Season 1. April 16th, Lego Friends Girls on a Mission Seasons 1 through 4. Netflix film Man of God. Ouija Origin of Evil. And Van Helsing Season 5. April 19th, Netflix Family, Battle Kitty, Netflix Anime, Pacific Rim The Black Season 2, Netflix Documentary, White Hot, The Rise and Fall of Abercrombie and Fitch. Oh my god. April 20th, Netflix series The Marked Heart, Netflix series Russian Doll Season 2. Oh, finally. God. About damn time. Netflix film The Turning Point, and Netflix series Yakumo's season. Oh, no. Yakumo's S245. April 21st, Netflix comedy All About Gila. Netflix series He's Expecting. April 22nd, Netflix film Along for the Ride. Netflix series Heartstopper. Netflix series Selling Sunset Season 5. And Netflix series The 7 Lives of Leah. April 25th, Big Eyes. April 26th, Netflix comedy, David Spade, Nothing Personal. April 27th, Rest in Peace. Why did I say that? Oh, because I said David Spade, and then it made me think of Kate Spade. Rest in peace, Kate Spade. April 27th, Netflix series Bullshit, the Game Show. Netflix documentary, The Mystery of Marilyn Monroe, The Unheard Tapes. Netflix film, Silverton Siege. Marilyn Monroe is one of those women that we need to just let her fucking rest in peace. I think I went on this rant before about Princess Diana. Let Marilyn rest. Jesus, leave this woman alone. Anyways, April 28th, Netflix family Samurai Rabbit, The Usagi Chronicles. Netflix anime Bubble. April 29th, Netflix series Grace and Frankie Season 7, the final episodes. Funny enough, there's dogs at my work. They're siblings named Grace and Frank. I don't think it has to do anything with the show because they're pretty old dogs. I think it's just coincidental, but when I first started working at the dog daycare and I met those two, I was like, Grace and Frank, what? Like the show? And so I think of those dogs every time I think of the show, and I think of the show every time I see those dogs. Anyways, Netflix film Honeymoon with My Mother, Netflix series Ozark Season 4 Part 2, Rumspringa, and Youth versus Government, and releasing to be discussed or to be dated. TBD, it just says TBD. Netflix series Hold Tight and The Taming of the Shrew. Moving on to HBO Max. Oh Lord, scrolling. On April 1st, 10, Annabelle, Armed and Dangerous, Balls Out, Gary the Tennis Coach, Battle Los Angeles, Beetlejuice, Bells Are Ringing. Wait, I thought Beetlejuice was already on it. Anyways, I'm not going to question it. Boys Not Out. Oh, wait. Bells Are Ringing, Black Gold, Blood Ties, Boys Night Out, Brewster McCloud, Breeze Bake Off Challenge, Capote, Captains Courageous, Chicago, Children of the Damned, Max Original, check it out. Czech spelled with like Czechoslovakia. Dances with Wolves, Erased, Fantastic Beasts and Natural History, 5 Easy Pieces. Oh, you know the reason I'm like, these are already on there is because I'm recording this after April 1st. So, of course, I already saw these on there. That's why I'm confusing myself. Yeah, but anyways, five easy pieces. Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, Girl Most Likely, Graffiti Bridge, Hugo, Insidious, Iron Eagle 2, Kin, Kroll, Larry Crown, Les Mis, or Les Miserables, Limitless, Moon, Moscow on the Hudson, Nobody's Fool, Odd Man Out, On the Waterfront, Max Original, One True Singer, Only Lovers Left Alive. Oh, it's a reminder to put that on my list because I started that on Mubi and then it got removed from Mubi. And then I canceled my Mubi subscription because I couldn't afford another subscription anymore. It's a reminder to put that on my list. And as you guys know, I have ADD. I can't say, let me do this after I record because I will forget. I'm doing it right now. Only Lovers Left Alive. Add it to my list. There we go. Anyways, Original Sin, Peggy Sue Got Married, Point Break, Rain Man, Red, Rendezvous, Revolver, Salt, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, Sex Drive. Oh my god. So that movie, Sex Drive, when I was I want to say like my senior year of high school or my freshman year of college, so it was like 17, 18. I pirated that movie. And it was on my hard drive until like a month ago when I reformatted my hard drive. So basically it's gone now because I'm like, I don't fucking need a pirated copy of this movie. But I never stopped thinking about it. I had a pirated copy of the uncut version, like the unrated version. So, yeah. Don't ask. I think I was gonna say don't ask why, and then I was gonna go into why. The reason that it was pirated on my hard drive is because I went through a James Marsden phase, and he's in that movie, so that's why I pirated that movie. Because this was before I had a job, so I couldn't afford Netflix or anything like that. I don't even know if it was on any streaming services back then, but regardless, I pirated it, and it was on my hard drive until about a month ago. Rest in peace, Sex Drive on my hard drive. Just kidding. But yeah, there you go. It's gonna be on HBO Max. I can finally watch it again. I'm just kidding. It's been on my hard drive for years and I haven't watched it in years. So I don't actually care that it's being joined. It's a funny story to me. Continuing on though, She Wore a Yellow Ribbon, Showboat, 6 Degrees of Separation, SLC Punk, Spartan, Special Agent, Summer of 42, Surf's Up 2, Wave Mania, Sweet Bird of Youth, The Asphalt Jungle, The Big Chill, The Big House, The Boondock Saints 2, All Saints Day, The Breakup, The Brothers Solomon, The Chosen, The Freshman, The Heartbreak Kid, The Incredible Hulk, Max Original, The Informant, The Ladies' Man, The Last Airbender, gross, The Last Detail, The Last Dragon, The Raid, Redemption, The Relic, The Secret in Their Eyes, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Max Original, The Thaw, aka Odd Wills, The 13th Floor, The Toy, The Whackness, Tootsie. Oh, I've been meaning to watch that also. Hold on. Give me a second. Just added things to my list. Under the Cherry Moon, Universal Soldier, The Return, Vice Versa, Welcome to Collinwood, Who's Harry Crumb, William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. I'm assuming that's the like 60s one, but I don't know. Doesn't have a year. It should though, because there's countless movie adaptations of that. Anyways, Winter Meeting and Wrath of the Titans. On April 2nd, Batwoman Season 3 and Chad. April 4th, HBO original The Invisible Pilot. April 5th, Man of Steel. Again, HBO has a revolving door. Man of Steel technically should always be on here, but it's not. HBO original Tony Hawk Until the Wheels Fall Off and We're the Millers. April 7th, Max Original Close Enough Season 3. Max Original Queen Stars Season 1. Max Original Tokyo Vice. Max Original Trinity of Shadow Season 1. It's really already been a year since Season 2 of Close Enough. Damn. April 8th, HBO original A Black Lady Sketch Show, Season 3, Crabs in a Barrel, Mikasa, The Night House, When You Clean a Stranger's House. April 12th, Black Mass. April 14th, Max Original The Garcias, Season 1. Max Original Gensan Punch or Gensan Punch. Max Original The Great Pottery Throwdown, Season 5. And Max Original Not So Pretty, Season 1. April 17th, The House. I don't know what movie that is because the other movie called The House that came out this year is a Netflix original. So I don't know. And it can't be Houseu because it's not called The House. It's just called House. Anyways, April 21st, Max Original Amsterdam Season. Oh, it doesn't say the number of the season. It's supposed to say like season something. I don't know. It doesn't say. Whoever wrote this article, you fucked up. Max Original Marlon Wayans presents The Headliners. Max Original The Flight Attendant Season 2. April 22nd, HBO Original The Tiny Audience Season 3 and Toy Afixiao. Sorry if I mispronounced that. April 24th, HBO Original Barry Season 3 and HBO Original The Baby. April 25th, HBO Original We Own This City. April 27th, HBO Original The Survivor. Sorry. April 28th, Max Original Anna Emilia Show, aka Desafio Influencer con Ana Emilia. Max Original Dodo Season 1, Lamput Seasons 1 through 3. Max Original Made for Love Season 3. What? All right. Made for Love Season 2. Made for Love. Yeah. Whoever wrote this article, you have a lot of typos. Because now I don't know what season some of these shows are now that I realize you messed up on Made for Love. Made for Love, that should say season 2, not season 3. I know because I am a big fan of this show. I fucking love this show. Anyways, so Made for Love season 2, not season 3. Max Original Up Close with Anna Amelia. Max Original The Way Down, God, Greed, and the Cult of Gwen Shamblin, season 1, part B. April 29th, Snowpiercer, season 3. It says season 3, but let me double check. Snowpiercer. Yes, that is correct. Okay. And April 30th, The Blair Witch Project, House of a Thousand Corpses, and The Devil's Rejects. And then date to be announced, TBA, TBD, whatever. HBO Original Gentleman Jack Season 2. Moving on to Hulu. On April 1st, Love Me, complete Season 1. Night Raiders, Snakehead, All Inclusive, Ants, Armored, Austinland, Battleship, Blind Date, Blue Streak, Boys on the Side, Brigsby Bear, Casese Quien Pueda, Casper, Cheech and Chong's Next Movie, Cheech and Chong's Get Out of My Room, Conspiracy Theory, Copycat, Crank, Death at a Funeral, Definitely Maybe, The Dukes of Hazzard, Eyes Wide Shut, The 5-Year Engagement, Fly Away Home, Get Him to the Greek, Glee, the 3D concert movie, Hannah, Hot Shots Part 2, I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, In the Army Now, Insomnium, Instructions Not Included, The International, John Carpenter's Vampires, Just My Luck, oh god, I love that movie, Knowing, Kusama Infinity, Ladrones, Look Who's Talking, Looper, Love Actually, Made in America, Mr. Popper's Penguins, National Lampoon's Dirty Movie, The Negotiator, Open Range, Peggy Sue Got Married, Phantom, Postcards from the Edge, The Power of One, Practical Magic, I love that movie too, Radio, Ramona and Beezus, Runaway Jury, The Runaways, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, Shrek, Shrek 2, The Siege, Single White Female, Stay, The Tailor of Panama, That's My Boy, Think Like a Man, Three Fugitives, Twilight, The Twilight Saga New Moon, The Twilight Saga Eclipse, The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1, and The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2. Vertical Limit, Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, Watchmen, and Wolf. Is that the movie that came out last year? I'm gonna find out right now. Hulu, Wolf. I almost reviewed that movie. I don't know if I told y'all that. I think it was like October or November. Oh, it's not. Okay, it's from 1994. That movie Wolf that came out last year about the people that think they're animals. Not furries, they just think they're animals. I almost reviewed that because I had a free screening and then I ended up not going. Sorry. Anyways, April 3rd, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, Season 2. April 4th, Hulu Original Madagascar, A Little Wild, Complete Season 7. April 5th, Hulu Original The Croods, Family Tree, Season 2. Monster Family 2, Nobody's Perfect. April 6th, Hulu Original The Hardy Boys, Season 2. April 7th, Hulu Original The Dropout, Series Finale. Platinum End, Season 1, and Agnes. April 8th, Hulu Original Woke, Season 2, and Let the Right One In. April 9th, American Sicario, that's a 2022 release. April 10th, The Hating Game. April 11th, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 11. April 13th, The Family Law, Season 1, and To Tell the Truth, Season 8 premiere. April 14th, Hulu Original The Kardashians series premiere. Gross. April 15th, Black Death. I hope that movie is about the Black Death because then I will watch it. Compliance and Drunk Stoned Brilliant Dead, the story of the National Lampoon. April 20th, Mayans MC Season 4 premiere. April 21st, Hulu Original Captive Audience. April 23rd, In the Heart of the Sea. April 27th, Holy Moly Season 4. April 28th, Under the Banner of Heaven series premiere. And April 29th, Hulu Original Crush and Permanent. Oh, fucking hell, Decider. It's reloading. Give Decider a second. Anyways, moving on to Disney Plus on April 1st. On April 1st, Better Nate Than Never. Yeah. Unlikely, yes. Anyways, Better Nate Than Ever. I've been trying to figure out if it's about, fucking hell, I want to say Nathan Fillion. It's not Nathan Fillion. Fuck. Oh my god, Wikipedia, you're being useless right now. Oh god, no, my brother came home. Sorry, he's making noise. Sorry if you hear noise. So it's not. It's not about. I like how I still don't know who the fuck. Like, I can't remember the name. What the fuck? Okay, he was in the Birdcage. He's super famous. Super fucking famous. Nathan Lane. I was trying to figure out if Better Nate Than Never was about Nathan Lane, but apparently it's not. God damn. I can never remember anyone's name when I need to. But y'all know this. Y'all know this. Yeah, he's not involved at all. Okay. He's in Disappointment Boulevard? Nice. Disappointment Boulevard had a date for like a minute and then it lost it. Goddamn conversation with Seth Meyers. Oh no, I don't like Seth Meyers. Sorry. But it's not about Nathan Lane. I just thought it would be because it's like about a kid going on Broadway and his name is Nate. So I'm like, Nathan Lane. But anyways, also on April 1st, Herbie Fully Loaded. Complete 180. Questioning about Nathan Lane and a kid going on Broadway to Lindsay Lohan in a car. April 6th, Chasing Mavericks, Moon Knight, episode 2, and The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, episode 8. April 13th, Ice Age Scrat Tales, season 1 premiere. I don't know what the fuck a scrat is. What does that mean? Is that a animal from Ice Age that I don't know about? Oh, it's the squirrel. That's his name. Oh, okay. I didn't know he had a name. He's a saber-toothed squirrel. I didn't know he had a name until just now. Anyways, now there's a show about him on Disney Plus. The thing we've all been waiting for. A show about the squirrel from Ice Age. I'm gonna go watch that now when it comes out. Also, on April 13th, Moon Knight episode 3 and The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder season episode 9. April 20th, The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder episode 10, which is the season 1 finale, and Moon Knight episode 4. On April 22nd, Bear Witness, Polar Bear, Explorer, The Last Tepui, and The Biggest Little Farm, The Return. And on April 27th, Moon Knight episode 5 and Sketchbook season 1. Moving on to Amazon Prime Video. Right, can you finish loading? There we go. On April 1st, The Outlaws season 1. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. No, you weren't done loading. Okay. I fucking hate these websites. Oh my lord. It's like, no, I'm done. I'm done loading. And then it's like, no, wait, here's some more ads that are loading, so the whole page is gonna get messed up. On April 1st, The Outlaws season 1. Lux Listings, Sydney season 2. Castaway, Sweet Home Alabama, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Shanghai Noon, Con Air, Under the Tuscan Sun, Bringing Down the House, Unbreakable, Date Night, The Sixth Sense, Good Morning Vietnam, The Watch, Rushmore, Armageddon, The Hot Chick, Signs, Brown Sugar, Garden State, Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps, The Recruit, Cedar Rapids, The Joy Luck Club, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, The Color of Money, Beasts of the Southern Wild, Young Frankenstein, Dirty Dancing, Knowing, The Spy Next Door, The Bank Job, Steve Jobs, The Man in the Machine, The Bodyguard, Deadfall, Compliance, Jiro Dreams of Sushi, Ong Bak, The Thai Warrior, Benny and June, Fargo, Saved, Jeepers Creepers 2, Mystic Pizza, Lions for Lambs, Carrie, the 1976 Carrie, the iconic one that I still think Brian De Palma is a creep for doing that opening sequence, but minus that opening sequence, Carrie is phenomenal. The Woman in Red, Raging Bull, Bull Durham. I think I've made that mistake before on the podcast. Because I know I've said the title of this movie before on the podcast. I think I did the same thing. Blowout, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Be Cool, The Idolmaker, Jet Li's Fearless, Braveheart, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Revolutionary Road, Shrek Forever After, Pineapple Express, and District 9. April 7th, Laura Pausini, Pleased to Meet You, and All the Old Knives. April 2020 is a 2022 movie. It's an original. It doesn't indicate whether any of these movies are originals. Oh, The Outlaws is also an original, Prime original. It's not indicated. But All the Old Knives is. And then also Do, Ray, and Me, Birdie Bowl Concert Part 5. April 15th, Outer Range Season 1 and Verdict Season 1. April 22nd, Prime Original, A Very British Scandal Season 2. Was that Claire Foy? I don't know that it is Claire Foy, but she looks like Claire Foy. I noticed a lot of these shows about British Regency and like biopics about British Regency, not Regency, like that kind of shit, royalty and all that, and aristocrats. They all use the same people. They recycle the same actors. Anyway, so April 28th, Bang Bang Baby Season 1. April 29th, Prime Original Undone Season 2. And I Love America, 2022 film. Moving on to theatrical releases. On April 1st, nationwide releases are Devil You Know, The Contractor, Morbius, fucking finally. Also, fucking finally, it's out so that nobody's talking about it now. And that's what I was waiting for, so that people would stop talking about it the second it would be out, because it wasn't going to be good, so then people weren't going to talk about it anymore. Anyways, but also You Won't Be Alone is also being released nationwide. And also on April 1st, limited releases are Barbarians, Boone, Madeline's, The Nameless Days, Attack Part 1, Dakota, Waterman, Bull, Memoria, and The Rosemaker. I thought about reviewing Memoria for next month, but I already did because I saw it at HCAF. So if you go back to November's episodes, I reviewed it. I mentioned November a lot more than I would like to, but like I keep having to talk about movies that I saw at HCAF that are just now being released. Because at the time, they weren't even close to being publicly released. Now they are, so now I have to talk about them. Again, not that I don't want to talk about the movies, I just don't like mentioning HCAF because, like I said, it was terrible for me, and I called them out on it for disrespecting press. On April 5th, with a limited release, is Midnight. April 7th, for one day only, is High Expectations. April 8th, nationwide releases are Ambulance and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, a film that has significantly less controversy than the first one. And limited releases are Everything Everywhere All at Once, All the Old Knives, As They Made Us, Agent Game, The Girl and the Spider, which is only having a New York release, Cow, which I'm kind of looking forward to just based on the fact that it's a movie about a cow. It says an intimate portrait of one dairy cow's life. The film highlights the beauty and challenges of cows face in their great service to us all. I'm so excited now. I'm so excited about this movie. This week? Yeah, I'm gonna find a way to watch it. But also limited releases on April 8th. Aline, Ride Till I Die, Coast, The Secret Society for Slow Romance, and Viva Maestro. April 13th, nationwide release of Father Stew. Ugh, it has Mel Gibson and Mark Wahlberg in it, so maybe don't watch that movie. April 15th, nationwide release of Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore, as well as limited releases of Duel, Choose or Die. Oh, no. It just says Netflix. It's not being released in theaters. Scrap that. The Cellar, The Girl and the Spider, We're All Going to the World's Fair. I'm very much looking forward to that movie. Chariot, Paris 13th District, The Tale of King Crab, and To Olivia. I already know what film I'm going to review for the monthly review next month for May. But this month has so many fucking good movies coming out that we're almost going to be reviewed. Everything Everywhere All at Once and We're All Going to the World's Fair are on that list. And you will find out soon why I haven't gotten to the movie that I'm actually reviewing. Well, I can't say that yet. What am I talking about? Anyways, they are on the consideration list for what's being reviewed next month. I'll say that much, even though I pretty much already said that I have it already picked out. But they're on the list. I mean, who knows? I might change my mind. On April 18th, for one day only, is The Mulligan, and then a limited release of Spirit Walker. April 19th, a limited release of Godfather Buck. April 22nd, nationwide releases of The Bad Guys, The Northman, King Eggers is back, and The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I could have seen that last Wednesday. I had a ticket for a free screening, advanced screening, and then I just didn't go because I was too tired after class. I really hope y'all didn't hear my stomach just now. I'm hungry. Also on April 22nd, limited releases are Marvelous and the Black Hole, Petit Maman, fucking finally coming out. See that movie if you get a chance. The limited release is only for New York and Los Angeles, but that means that the release for other cities is coming soon. So when it is available for you, please fucking watch it. Please fucking watch it. It is one of the best movies of last year. But also limited releases are Hostile Territory, Hit the Road, Charlotte, A Cowgirl Song, and The Revolution Generation. April 23rd, for one day only, is PJ Masks' We Can All Be Heroes. April 25th, limited release of Alive, Who Is There? April 29th, nationwide release of Memory, completely different movie from Memoria. Memory has Liam Neeson in it, and Memoria is Tilda Swinton. That would be funny if she was also in this movie, though. I could be like, there's two movies regarding Memory that Tilda Swinton is in that came out technically within the same year, even though Memoria is technically a 2021 film. But also on April 29th, limited releases are Hatching, Fortress, Sniper's Eye, Hero Ponte 2, Firebird, The Aviary, The Tale of King Crab, the Los Angeles release, Green Ghost and the Masters of Stone, Anais in Love, Pompo the Cinephile, The Sound of Violet, and Fiddler's Journey to the Big Screen. That is a documentary about Fiddler on the Roof. And that is everything releasing in theaters. We are finally picking up the pace. That is the shitty part about the film release schedule is January through March generally suck. You get a few gems that you look forward to, and that's why I'm grateful for a lot of independent film distributors like HBO, like A24 and Neon and Utopia. They just release these movies whenever. And that's what I love them for, is you don't have to wait around for summer or the fall to get good shit. They're gonna release it when they release it. And other big studios, they hold it hostage until a period of time when more people are going to be going to the theaters, or more people are going to be looking at films for awards contention. And they pretty much release the movies that they think aren't going to make much money earlier on in the year. Yeah. So we're finally picking up the pace, but I wish people would release more good movies and just more movies in general in the beginning of a year, because the beginning of each year is lacking, just absolutely lacking in theatrical releases. Even before the pandemic, there wasn't much. So this is me asking film distributors, can you please release more movies in the beginning of years, just more movies in general, because otherwise we aren't getting dog shit. Anyways, moving on to Criterion Collection. I think I'm gonna have to fucking do something. I don't know, because I'm recording after April started. I don't know if there's a film that released. Okay, there isn't. Okay. Whew. I didn't know if there was a film that that had already been added since April already started. But I mean, now that I think about it, physical media releases on Tuesdays, so I don't know why it hasn't been Tuesday in April yet. So I don't know what I was confused about, but still good that I checked to see. Anyways, though, moving on to films joining the Criterion Collection in April on April 12th, from Alex Cox. Sorry, my brain just blanked out and I just stared at my screen for a second. I forgot what I was doing. From Alex Cox, spine number 423 is Walker from 1987, 94 minutes. Hallucinatory biopic that breaks all cinematic conventions. Walker, from British director Alex Cox, tells the story of 19th century American adventurer William Walker, who abandoned a series of careers in law, politics, journalism, and medicine to become a soldier of fortune and, for many months, the dictator of Nicaragua. The fuck? Made with mad abandon and political acuity and the support of the Sandinista army and the government during the Contra War, the film uses this true tale as a satirical attack on American ultra-patriotism and a freewheeling condemnation of manifest destiny. Featuring a powerful score by Joe Strummer and a performance of intense, repressed rage by Ed Harris, Walker remains one of Cox's most daring works. I want to watch this now. This sounds insane. I love anything that criticizes America, because America is like the primary modern day colonizer. So I like movies that make fun of that. And what I mean by modern day colonizers is, first, there are mission trips from American Christian churches. And then there is American military interfering in other things that are not our problem. Like, if we're being asked for military help, that's one thing. But America tends to just show up unannounced in, conflicts that are not ours, that we are not asked to be part of. Because we want people to be like, yeah, America went to help. White savior shit. So I love movies that make fun of that and criticize that. So I'm going to watch this when it releases. It's probably on some kind of streaming service, but because it's joining the collection, I'm assuming it will be added to the channel. Should I also go over things that are joining the channel? The Criterion channel? I don't know. Let me know. I'll make that the question on this week's episode on Spotify. If you would like me to also go over things that would be joining the Criterion channel as well as the collection, because it's two different things. What they release on the channel is different from what they release on the in the collection. The channel has other films as well, kind of like movie in a way. On April 19th, with spine number 1119, is Vittorio De Sica's Miracle in Milan from 1951. It is 96 minutes. Renowned filmmaker Vittorio De Sica followed up his international triumph, Bicycle Thieves, with his enchantingly playful neorealist fairy tale in which he combines his celebrated slice of life poetry with flights of graceful comedy and storybook fantasy. On the outskirts of Milan, a band of vagabonds work together to form a shanty town. When it is discovered that the land they occupy contains oil, however, it's up to the cherubic orphan Toto, with some divine help, to save their community from greedy developers, tipping their hats to the imaginative whimsy of Charles Chaplin and René Clair. He's in this movie? Oh, no, he's not. Okay. De Sica and screenwriter Cesare Savatini. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to remember how to pronounce things in Italian. Adapting his own novel, craft a big-hearted ode to the nobility of everyday people. Okay, Charlie Chaplin is not in this movie. It's an ode to him. Okay. You know, I know how to read context clues. I just, in the moment when I'm reading it before I process that information, I'm just like, ooh. And then I process it and then I'm like, oh, I was wrong. It's an ode to Charlie Chaplin. He's not in the movie. Anyways, also joining the Criterion Collection on April 19th with spine number 1120 is Frank Tashlin's The Girl Can't Help It from 1956. It is 97 minutes. In 1956, Frank Tashlin brought the talent for zany visual gags and absurdist pop culture satire that he'd honed as a master of animation to the task of capturing in glorious deluxe color a brand new craze, rock and roll. This blissfully bonkers jukebox. I said jukebox. Juke. Oh my god. Jukebox musical tells the story of a mobster's bombshell girlfriend, the one and only Jane Mansfield, rest in peace, in a show-stopping first major film role, and the washed-up talent agent who seeks to revive his career by turning her into a musical sensation. The question is, can she actually sing? A cinemascope feast of eye-popping mid-century design, The Girl Can't Help It bops along to a parade of performances by rock and roll trailblazers, including Little Richard, Fats Domino, Julie London, Eddie Cochran, and The Platters and Gene Vincent, who light up the screen with the uniquely American sound that was about to conquer the world. Yeah. Joining the Criterion Collection on April 26th with spine number 1121 is Eri Esseri and Chuko Esseri's Eyumofe, This Is My Desire from 2020. It is 116 minutes. This revelatory award-winning debut feature from co-directors and twin brothers, Eri and Chuko Esseri, is a heart-trending and hopeful portrait of everyday human endurance in Lagos. I can never tell if it's Lagos or Lagos because I've heard both. I think it's Lagos, Nigeria. Shot on richly textured 16mm film and infused with the spirit of neorealism, Eyumofe, This Is My Desire, traces the journeys of two distinctly connected strangers, Mofe and an electrician. Mofe, an electrician dealing with the fallout of a family tragedy, and Rosa, a hairdresser supporting her pregnant teenage sister as they each pursue their dream of starting a new life in Europe while bumping up against the harsh economic realities of a world in which every interaction is a transaction. Oh my god, I love that phrase, every interaction is a transaction. I love that phrase. That is the perfect phrase to describe the modern day world. Oh my god, I love that. As somebody who hates capitalism, I love that. I'm going to use that. I don't know if that phrase probably has existed for a long time, but this is my first time hearing of it. I'm going to use that. Anyways, from these intimate stories emerges a vivid snapshot of life in contemporary Lagos. I'm so sorry. I really don't know. Whose social fabric is captured in all its vibrancy and complexity. I'm going to look it up now because I've heard it pronounced both ways by a lot of people, even people who live there. So I need to. It's a metropolitan city. Okay. Lagos. Okay, it is Lagos. I love phonetics. It is Lagos. Continuing on. Also on April 26th, with spine number 1122, is Bertrand Tavernier's Round Midnight from 1986, and it is 131 minutes. Round Midnight is a love letter from director Bertrand Tavernier to the heyday of bebop and the Black American musicians who found refuge in the smoky underground jazz clubs of 1950s Paris. In a sui generis Oscar-nominated fusion of performer and character, legendary saxophonist Dexter Gordon plays Dale Turner, a brilliant New York jazz veteran whose music aches with beauty, but whose personal life is ravaged by addiction. Searching for a fresh start in Paris, Turner strikes up an unlikely friendship with a struggling single father and an ardent jazz fan, who finds his life transformed as he attempts to help the self-destructive musician. Herbie Hancock's evocative Oscar-winning score sets the mood for this definitive jazz film, a bittersweet opus that glows with lived-in, soulful authenticity. I wanted to watch this until I read the name Herbie Hancock. I don't have beef with Herbie Hancock himself. I have beef with my parents and Beverly Hills Cop regarding Herbie Hancock, right? Axel F is Herbie Hancock, right? Let me look it up. Axel F. Oh God, I'm so hungry. Oh, it's not Herbie Hancock. Hancock. Yeah. I need to know this. I need to know this. It's Rocket. Rocket that he did. Okay. But is Rocket part of... Is it Rocket or Axel F? That's in Beverly Hills Cop. How old is Herbie Hancock? He's 81. He looks great for 81. Oh God, I'm so fucking hungry. I need to find out. We're gonna find this out on the recording. Beverly Hills Cop. I need to fucking know. I need to fucking know. Soundtrack. Okay. It's Axel F. Okay, I'm sorry, Herbie Hancock. I apologize. You're none of your music is even in this movie. I really am sorry. Am I the only person who gets Rocket and Axel F mixed up? I always have. I'm sorry. I will watch this movie then. So I have beef with Axel F. Who wrote Axel F? Harold Faltermeyer. Harold, I have beef with you and my parents because one time when I was in high school, so the bedroom that I am in now is the bedroom I grew up in, but when I was in high school, I was in another bedroom in the house. It was like my brother's old bedroom. I just moved to that bedroom in high school, and it's next to that bedroom is next to the living room. And my parents have always had the TV on that wall that connects that bedroom and the living room. And my mom likes to have volume really high. So she had it really high, and I woke up to Axel F. And that song plays a fucking lot in that movie. Like a lot, because obviously it's like the theme song of the movie. But I had just woken up and I didn't feel like getting up. And they were watching it, and then they leave to go get lunch or something. It was like the weekend, and all I hear for like, it felt like hours. I don't actually know how long, because I don't know how long the credits were, because it played over the entirety of the credits, but also it repeats a lot throughout the movie. So I heard Axel F repetitively for what felt like hours. And, honestly, I probably should have just gotten up and turned off the TV, but I didn't know that they weren't home. I thought they were just in the living room watching it and letting it play, because they also do that. They'll have a movie on the TV and they'll just let it play through the credits. They won't change the channel. So I didn't know that they weren't home. I thought they just had the TV on, so that's why I didn't get up, because I was like, I'm not going to go in there and turn it off, because then they're going to be like, no, I'm watching this. But, so I absolutely hate that song because of that. And I haven't watched Beverly Hills Cop since because of that. So I'm sorry, Herbie Hancock, that I got you mixed up. I know I'm not the only person who does, but I'm sorry for that. But I am correcting myself right now. Harold Faltermeyer, you are who I have beef with. Because, well, who scored the movie, actually? Because the score is going to be whoever decided to make that movie, that song, play that many fucking times. throughout the movie. Who did the score? Who did the music? Harold Faltermeyer. Okay, I do have beef with you then. All right, fuck you, Harold. Fuck you. Fuck you. Because even if I had just generally watched that movie, I don't know a single person that would have that song played that many fucking times in a single movie and actually be like, yeah, I love this. Like, I feel like anyone would be annoyed by that. But I was annoyed because I was trying to sleep on like a Saturday morning, and all I hear for what felt like hours is that playing through the walls. But I digress. Also, on April 26th, this is the final film joining the Criterion Collection in April. They're adding 6. Oh my god. Oh, this is a 4K one. That's why it's a 4K re-release. That's why. Well, I'm glad they're doing this because when they started doing the 4K re-releases, I was mad that they were only doing 4 or 5 and that one of those was the 4K when they could have just been using all of those slots for a new release. And now they are. They're using all of their slots for new releases and then adding the 4K on. So thank you, Criterion. Thank you. I hope you keep this up. But anyways, not joining, but being re-released with a 4K Blu-ray. Spine number 54 is Al Reinert's For All Mankind from 1989, and it is 80 minutes. In July 1969, the space race ended when Apollo 11 fulfilled President John F. Kennedy's challenge of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No one who witnessed the lunar landing will ever forget it. 20 years later, Al Reinert constructed a documentary that imparts the unforgettable story of the 24 astronauts who traveled to the moon as part of NASA's Apollo program, told in their words and in their voices using the images they captured. With its awe-inspiring otherworldly footage and a haunting atmospheric soundtrack by Brian Eno, For All Mankind stirs us with a profound sense of compassion for the pale blue dot that is our home, and it remains the most radical, visually dazzling work of cinema that has been made about this earth-shaking event. I am now wondering, because in none of these descriptions of any of these 6 films was there an overusage of large words. Does somebody from Criterion listen to this podcast? I would like to know. If you do, if somebody who works at Criterion listens to this podcast, or somebody who knows somebody who works at Criterion listens to this podcast, give me some indication when I post the tweet for this episode. So yeah, if you're listening to this and you work at Criterion, or you know somebody who works at Criterion and you've been telling them about this podcast, and how I don't like that a lot of these descriptions use ridiculously large words over and over for no reason, just to look wordy, and the fact that they weren't utilizing all 5 slots for new releases. They were using either 3 or 4 slots for new releases and then having the others be 4K re-releases. And if that's you and you work at Criterion, or you know someone who works at Criterion and you've been telling them my thoughts on this, and that's the reason that y'all stopped doing those things, on the tweet announcing this episode, reply to it with 2 peach emojis. Specifically 2 peach emojis. Because I just went on a rant about this thing, and I went on a rant about this a couple months ago too, about the 4K thing, how they were filling up a lot of their slots with just the 4Ks instead of utilizing the slots for newer ones. Oh my god. I think they're doing the same thing next month too. Oh my god. Okay. because now I'm convinced, because I mean, if anything, I'm probably not the only person who complains about their overuse of scholarly words, or the 4K thing. I'm sure I'm not the only person who's complained about it, but just in case, if you work at Criterion, or if you know somebody who works at Criterion and you're listening to this podcast and you've heard me complain about those two things before, reply to the tweet announcing this episode with 2 peach emojis. I just need to know. I just need to know. Because it's a little too coincidental that both of those things did not happen this month. Both of them. It's a little too coincidental, especially the word part, because that has been a regular thing for the last, I don't know, like 9 months that I've been announcing Criterion releases. Well, no, wait. I think I started doing it in May, so the last 11 months. It's been a common thing that there are words there that I don't even know. And I'm a pretty smart person. I would like to think that I'm a smart person. I'm not very smart, but I like to think that I'm smart. So, I mean, I'm good at looking up words when I don't know them, but it's rare that there's a word that I don't, just because words that I wouldn't know are going to be like the kind of words that are just that wordy that, like, who the fuck would know this, you know? But yeah, I just need to know. Yeah. I was going to put a question on the Spotify and I forgot what it was. I think it was regarding, what was it regarding? I don't actually know anymore. Forgot. Said I would make that this week's question. Should I announce what's on the Criterion, joining the Criterion channel? Do let me know on that, for sure. And of course, you don't have to go to Spotify to answer that question. You can email me at luckiestpeachpodcast@gmail.com, or tweet me, DM me on Twitter or Instagram, wherever, at Lucky Peach. That being said, you can find me everywhere at Lucky Peach, LVCKY Peach. In the description of the episode, there is a link to a link tree that will take you to my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Letterboxd, and Twitter are what I use the most, as well as the YouTube channel, the podcast itself, the Discord associated with the podcast, the stickers. The stickers are also linked below. They're in the link tree as well, but they are linked below, at Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/the luckiest peach. And in the link tree as well as in the description of the episode, there's a link to the Patreon at patreon.com/luckypeach. Thank you to my patrons. If you'd like to join Patreon, I have a lot of tiers starting at $1, with a number of perks, primarily being early releases of episodes. Yeah, and patrons can very openly leave suggestions for what should be reviewed or talked about in episodes. So yeah, there will also be a link. I don't want to go into the story. The story is on there, but there is a link to a GoFundMe, because financial aid has fucked me raw in the ass, and I can't get a private loan. Basically, I have no money to pay for my senior year of college, so I've been reduced down to having to start a GoFundMe to try and get money to pay for my senior year, because I have no money to pay for it as of now. Can't get a loan at all. I can't get a private loan. Can't get a federal loan. I can't get any kind of federal help whatsoever. And I am applying for scholarships, but there's no guarantee on that. So yeah, there's a link to that, as well as there is a link to a Reddit page with other links of how you can help Ukraine. Yes. Before I forget, though, I will announce to you right now. Oh, also speaking of Patreon, patreon.com/luckypeach, you get video access to the podcast from episodes 31 and up. Episode 31 specifically because in November because I skipped that week. In lieu of a new episode, I just made all of the videos for episodes 1 through 30 public, which I realized I fucked up on because I lost subscribers. Because I didn't realize that when they didn't used to do this on YouTube, but now when you make a video public, it posts as like a new post, like it shows up on the subscription page. So me making all of those videos public, 30 videos public, blew up the subscriptions pages of a lot of people, and I lost subscribers. I know that now, so the next time that I do one of these kinds of video drops, I will know that. I don't know when I'm going to do one. It's not going to be anytime soon, but I know that now. But that being said, on Patreon, patreon.com/Luckiest Peach, you have access to the video recorded versions of episodes 31 and up. As well as other perks. You can get other merch as well that I do not offer myself. The stickers specifically that I designed are available on the Ko-fi, but there is other merch available on Patreon. Yeah, but getting into this month's announcement of films. Woo, 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 woo. Next week for Cult of the Month is Luis's birthday choice. His birthday was on April 2nd, so if you're listening now, go wish him a belated happy birthday. But he did choose, but he chose the Cult of the Month for this month, and he chose Looney Tunes Back in Action. And then for the monthly review, I will be reviewing After Yang. I think I mentioned this. I saw it early, but that was I guess that doesn't count because it was a film festival thing. But it officially released in March, so yeah, I'm just confusing my own brain is what it is. I'm confusing my own brain because in my brain I'm like, oh, I saw this in, was it January? When did Sundance happen? Was that January or February? I don't know. But I was like, oh, I saw this earlier in the year, so it's too late for me to review it. But it didn't officially release until in theaters or even on Showtime until March. So it's a March release. But regardless, I'll be reviewing After Yang for the monthly review. Yeah. And then for the review, I call them personal reviews, but they're reviews of films in my personal collection. I mentioned this, I think, in the last personal review 2 weeks ago. I mentioned this. I don't remember why. I really do not remember why I mentioned it. But I was talking about Super Mario Bros. From 1993 for some fucking reason. I know why the movie was on my mind, but I just don't know why I brought it up in the episode. Because I was talking about Legend, which has nothing to do with... I genuinely do not remember. Oh, I think it was some production stuff. Like there were people who were working on it that were also working on Legend. I don't remember. I really don't remember. I just know I brought it up and I was like, should I buy the DVD and review it? Because it's not available to stream anywhere. It's not available to stream anywhere. I mean, I could have pirated it, but whatever. Regardless, I bought the DVD. So now it is in my personal collection because the DVD was like $4. But I bought it. It's now in my personal collection. That is now going to be the personal collection review. I'm going to try to make this the last time that I buy something specifically to do a personal review of it and just go off of the movies that I already own that I haven't seen. I mean, the only other time I've done that is with Satin Tango. But that was unplanned. It was more like I was already watching the movie, and that's when the shit happened where I just decided to kill the drunk commentaries. And then I was like, well, I did just order the Blu-ray for Satin Tango, and I did just watch Satin Tango. Might as well. So I didn't buy it specifically for it, but I did just happen to buy it when I decided to do this. But I'm going to make sure, I'm going to keep this being the last time that I buy I guess the first and only time that I buy something specifically for a personal review. And that from now on, the personal review is just a movie I already own that I have not watched. I digress though, but I did buy it. I mean, the reason I did commit to buying it though is because I mentioned it in the last personal review, so I was already like, should I? So I did. Um, I did. Um, I'm not looking forward to it. I already know it's garbage, but it's Aries season. I mean, by the time that episode comes out, it's gonna be Gemini season. But YOLO. Wait, no. Wait, no. It won't be Aries. It'll be Taurus season. I completely forgot. I'm sorry. By the time this episode comes out, it'll be Taurus season. So, but I bought it during Aries season. So the fact that I bought it and planned it during Aries season says a lot about just the planning for April. I don't think I even have Aries in my birth chart. I'm gonna look it up now because now it's on my mind. I mean, I also have ADD, and ADD itself is just, it has nothing to do with Aries season. It's just, I have a lot of impulses. Very obviously, I have a lot of impulses. My mind goes 1,000 miles a minute. I am a very impulsive buyer. Do I have Aries in my, I don't have Aries in my chart at all. So I can't even blame it on my own astrological makeup. But anyways, that is everything for this month. Woo! Again, there will be a question on Spotify about whether or not I should go over what's joining the Criterion channel on top of what's joining the collection. But also, if you have any other suggestions for other streaming services that I should go over each month, let me know. You can always tweet me or email me at luckiestpeachpodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, I will see you guys next week for the review of Looney Tunes Back in Action. I am positive, as of now, I am positive that Luis will be on it. He better be because it's his birthday pick. But we'll see. See you guys next week. Stay peachy.